is liquidation going to affect my ability to retain credit, get a mortgage, affect my personal credit rating? Well, the answer is it shouldn't. And the reason is because the company is a separate legal person from its directors and its shareholders and its members. And as a result of that, what should happen is the company should have its own credit rating, and the company's personalities, members, directors, shareholders should have their own credit rating. So when you go off to Experian, Equifax, Credit Safe, Dun Bradstreet, whatever they're called these days, etc., there should be a separate file for the directors, members, and there should be a separate file for the company, and the two should not be overlapped. However, that does not mean that there can never be circumstances in which a person's credit rating can be affected by liquidation or cannot be affected by liquidation, for the simple reason that the consequences of what arises from liquidation can lead to some effect. So if you get a personal guarantee you don't pay and you get a county court judgment, that will affect your credit rating. Same applies for the fact that if you've got a personal guarantee and you wind up bankrupt on the back of it, yeah, that's going to touch your credit rating in a major way. Other ways that this can happen, again, these are indirect, but they are matters that can arise. Overdrawn direct loan account, you don't pay it back when the liquidator requests it, and the liquidator goes to court and gets judgment. Yeah, that's going to affect your credit rating. In the same sense that if you have been engaged in some sort of misconduct in relation to the company, misfeasance, breach of duty, unlawful dividends, wrongful trading, you name it, fraudulent trading, all that sort of stuff, and liquidator comes after you for repayment, compensation, whatever, or the insolvency service brings director disqualification proceedings against you and hits you for costs because you don't succeed in defending the claim, for example, then personal county court judgment can follow from there, or court judgment can follow from there, and yes, it can hit your credit rating, absolutely. But the basic principle behind the simple fact that the company goes into liquidation because it doesn't pay debts, that affects the company's credit rating. It shouldn't directly affect the directors, shareholders, members' credit rating. Questions, queries, concerns, give us a shout. We know insolvency inside out.